My name is Gilby. 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 No, it's not. It's not Joy. Frick you. No, it's not. Hi, I'm Gilby. Hi. Hi, not Gilby. I'm Gilby. I'm Cuban. I'm Cuban right now. I'm Cuban. Watch this one, lads. My name's Gilby. Lofi Cube. This is what I'm doing right now. let's get that one out of the way. Oh, let me get my lappy top. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Lappy top. Perfect. Gotta come prepared. Woke up inspired. I'm free for a little bit, like an hour, because I did most of all my stuff. I did my laundry. I washed my hair. I hoovered. I took my vitamins. I brushed my teeth. I got dressed. I kind of ran out of things to do, you know. I did my makeup. I did my hair. I kind of did everything I need to do. So I was like, I'm drawing, and I was like, why don't I just go live? Why don't I just hit go live? You know, sometimes I'm like sitting there, I'm not live. I'm like, what if I just go live? Oh yeah, I also got breakfast. Actually, I was really fat, so I actually had lunch. But I woke up like 6 hours ago, so like I was hungry. I had a chicken breast for breakfast. Yeah, and then I was really fat, so I had toast just now. But suppose you weren't hungry? I think if I wasn't hungry, perhaps I maybe wouldn't have eaten lunch right now. But I am. So I did do that. But on the live TV, it's on. It's on, isn't it? I think it's on. I hope it's on. Glad you remember to get dressed. I think I remember it every day. Technically, I still need to clean my room, but I cleaned a lot yesterday, so I've decided I can't be bothered. I don't want to do that. That's not my problem right now. I'm ignoring it. It is lunch, okay? Just because it's 7 AM doesn't mean it's not lunch, okay? Okay, sometimes 7 AM is lunch. Because I'm streaming at like 1 AM tomorrow. So, to be honest, I'm probably gonna fall asleep at like 6 PM. And then maybe perhaps 7 AM will be lunch again, you know? Perhaps. There is always cleaning to do, but I literally just picked all my clothes up off my floor. And I just picked up like all the boxes off my floor again. But like, there's still a bunch of bags on my floor. And there's like shit because I didn't vacuum my room because there's bags all over it. And you know, like, you kind of gotta clean them out of the way, you know. And also my desk is really dusty. What's this stream? Oh, it's a collab with Ume, I know. I need to work it out. I think I know how we're gonna do it. I've had to research how to do it. I'm gonna hack into her PC and I'm gonna force her to code. That's it. Why'd you have clothesline on the floor? Because they ended up there, okay? I couldn't be bothered to put them in my laundry basket. So, I threw them on the floor. And it's convenient because then you look at your floor and you're like, oh, it's that top. And then you put it on and you wear it again. And then you throw it back on the floor, okay? It's really convenient, actually. By Grinch, do both of you ping me? Yes. No grinching, guys, okay? I had to look up a bunch of shit. It's not gonna be bad, it's fine. I'm Hygie Maxing. If Mario kill me and now Mega Man kill me, do you think it's Mega Man? She's just been like this. My only problem is I feel like I need to redo these, otherwise they're all the same shape, but I don't want to because it's annoying. One day she'll say her name is Michelle or Barry or Gareth or something. You reckon I sound like a Gareth? I could be a Gareth. Do you reckon that fits me? But yeah, I put the clothes away now. I put them in the washing machine. So it's fine. Okay? Actually, I took out some of my clothes I forgot to take out of a laundry bag. I forgot they were in there. They were just like in like a bowl. And I took them out. And I realized something fucking leaked dye everywhere. All over one of my clothes. I almost Bruh. I was gonna take the bottle, you know? I was gonna take drastic measures for a second. But it's fine because I washed it on like 20 degrees. So the dye didn't set. So I managed to get it out with just stain remover. But I was gonna fucking scream because it was like all over my clothes. It was on the whites and it came out really fast. And I was gonna cry because this happened recently to one of my other tops. And I don't know what was wrong with it, but the material meant you can't get stains out. So then I put stain remover on it. And the whole top instantly bleached. Like within 1 second. And I went, huh, interesting. You got it in time? I left it there for a week. That's why I was worried. I didn't know it was there for like a week. I left these clothes damp in the bowl for like a week, okay? But so I was like, holy fuck, is it set? But no, they were still damp. I got it out now. It's fine. I was so fucking confused because it's dyed like all my laundry bags. Like all my laundry bags have this dye on it, and I don't understand which one of my clothes it's come from. Like, how does it dye the bag as well? That's mesh. How do you dye mesh? Normally it goes through the mesh, right? But yeah, I got it off. I was really scared. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I just bought this in bastard good. Why do you have dye so close to your clothes so often? Have you ever used a washing machine? You know when you put clothes in a washing machine, they leak dye, right? That's why you put dye sheets in the washing machine. So it picks up the dye it leaks. That's woman's selection. I don't deserve to be stained. Screw you. But yeah, no, they're not avant-garde now. I fixed it. I was really scared because it was one of my favorite, like 2 of my favorite like clothes it got on, but I got it out. You've never had miscoloring? Well, I don't know why it happens to me. I don't know if my clothes just leak a lot of dye. Because I even separate like the whites and colors out and everything. But even when I've done colors before, I had a pink top and it had splotches of like red dye all over it. And I was like, how the fuck does that happen? I heard of like red dyeing white. Like, every time I accidentally throw like something white in my color swatch, it's instantly dyed, and I go like, okay, I guess you weren't meant to end up in there, but like, okay, I guess you're pink now. Like, that's how it's gonna be. I've never bought from Temu in my life. Why do you think I'm a Temu purchaser? Well, yeah, I even separate it. And it's still because I know if I don't, all my whites will turn pink, and it still happens sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's a woman's clothes, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the fabric or what, but it happens. Even though none of my clothes are new, it always happens basically. And I dyed my face cloth pink last week, so I was really scared I dyed something else again. It's like it's still pink. It's okay because I don't really care. But my face, yeah, like face cloth. Like cloth you use on your face, like face cloth. Like that. But I don't know, it happens. I'm good at getting stains out, but it happens. Like to remove makeup or something? Yeah. Like for when you like cleanse your face and stuff. Not a handkerchief, not a towel. A cloth, not a towel. Towel soaks up water. That's the opposite of what you want. Just a cloth. Glue your art today, QV. Thanks. I'll make zero progress like I intended to. Anyway, hi Mappa, hi Hanbun, hi Thomasu, hi Kapika, hi Buzzard, hi Darka, hi Wafflex, hi Mayo, hi Zora, hi Art, hi Banana, hi Sugly, hi Alright, hi Jinx, hi Sneed, hi Saint, hi Jux, hi Summoner, hi Zeal. Oh, no, hello. I didn't dye my face pink. My face is fine. You know what type of clothes that leach in general? I don't know if polyester is more likely to leach. Whatever towels are really bad for it. Towels are like the worst. I think I needed to switch to white towels because whatever material is in towels, it is so prone to leaching color. It's horrible. The solution for most of these things is don't buy red. I think there's too much red in my wardrobe. A lot of my problems would be fixed if I eliminated red from my wardrobe, I think. And just throw it all out. Do you use hot water? Depends on the clothes. I use hot water for towels and stuff. And then I use like 30 degree for like normal clothes. And then anything that's like dry wash only, I use like the cold setting. But even when it was on the cold setting, the dye leaked. The one I'm talking about where the dye leaked and everything was on a cold setting. It still happened. Haven't had leaching get dirty? I've seen it on 30. My dye sheets pick it up no matter what temperature I use. Maybe I should lower my thing to like 30 max. But I still see it. I think it sets in. Unless you use cold water, it'll set no matter what. Makes everything pink for free. You have like 4 splotches on your face. They kind of look like bats. Yeah, it's my skin condition. I was born with it, you know? Is this the QB school morning assembly where we have to call out in unison? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, everyone, are you ready? Are you ready? Everyone has to pretend they join at once, okay? And I have to go. I have to go. Wait, how does it go? I go, hi class. Everyone rise. Welcome to today's assembly. What do you say to greet us? Let's begin. Good morning, Miss QB. Good morning, everyone. Yeah! Did you all join in? Did you all say good morning? Don't who I me. I'm obviously an excellent teacher. Nostalgic, yeah. Can't relate, to be honest, we don't have that here. They used to make like, I think every primary school here pretty much does it like a couple... I don't know. Every time there's an assembly. Every time in primary school, they'd make us like sit there together. We'd have to go, good morning, Miss Teacher. Good morning, everyone. Almost fucking said my teacher's name for a second. Let's avoid that, shall we? Private school means public school now? I don't know. Public school is the one you pay for. State school is free. Oh, Miss Kai. No! You'll never get me. Why is my pen doing that? You'll never get me. Yeah, no, public school isn't the free one. Public school is the one you pay for here. Maybe in your guys' backwards lands, like public school, you don't pay for, but here, public school is not the free one. The free one is state school. Public school charges a fee. It's called public because it's not restricted by like religion and stuff like that. By like religion and like profession, because a bunch of the like state schools or whatever used to be backed by like churches and stuff, so they were restricted by like if you were like Protestant or Catholic or something like that before you could join them. But a public one's open to anyone as long as you have money, but you pay for it. You pay for it, yeah. But yeah, I'm right. That's what a public school is. Yeah. The non-ones are comprehensives. Yeah. Or I think most state schools are comprehensive ones if they're not grammar, right? And outside of that, it's just public schools. But it does make sense. You just have to know the context, basically, for why it's called that. I guess if you don't, it probably doesn't make fucking click. If you don't, oh, my thingy on my pen was covering the button. It was clicking for me. I thought I was going crazy. If you don't know that, I guess it doesn't make sense. I was trying to use my pen and it kept changing like the pen, and I thought I was being hacked. I thought my PC was being hijacked for a second. They know I love spreading misinformation online, and now they won't even let me use my computer. It's so over. But I think in like America and stuff, they use public to mean free, which is weird to me. Because I don't know, it's just weird. It's like I don't know, it just feels like, I mean, most schools are by default public. Without like the historical context, yeah. I don't think it's weird the other way around. It's paid for by public schools. I mean, that's just why we call them state schools, because they're paid for by the state. I feel when they read Black Public School Arc, and wonder why Steel is going to a public school. Oh my god, actually, I wonder if anyone read that and didn't realize he was going to private school. But I bet it got... I actually don't remember how that was localized. I bet it got some stupid American localization where they called it private school instead of public. Even though he's literally a British aristocrat, so like, how does that one work? Riddle me this one localizes. I'm yet to figure it out. We started on localizers. So maybe the other way around, but I guess public schools cost money too, so... I guess it depends how your school systems work. Because, yeah, like I said, here it's just because you're not restricted. We don't have any religious schools for the entire 20th century here, what? Oh, public pools! Why am I on about public pools? You can't be doing that. It's 7 AM. You have to... I'm not gonna read your message right. You have to be clear. But why no religious schools for the entire 20th century? Separation of religion in schools, basically? Boring! Boring! Snore! It's a kind of example in North America that costs money despite being called public. Yeah. But like, it's the same as public school means here then, public pool, because it's open to the public. Same as what public school means here then, yeah. Because it has no restrictions other than money. Although I think that's changed a bit now. Maybe they do have more restrictions than money now. Probably not though, right? As long as you pay, they probably take anyone. It's a lot now, but it's private schools and pretty rare. You guys don't have any religious free schools? Even in non-religious schools here, even in schools, I don't know if it's still a thing, but even in non-religious schools, in primary school, you would still sing hymns and stuff like that. Like even if you weren't in like religious schools, which they do exist here, but you would still like in like assembly, you would have to learn hymns and stuff. In public schools there, you don't do that. Can you guys say state school? Because it's really confusing when you say public school and you mean state school. Yeah, here in state schools, I don't know if it's been phased out because the landscape has changed a lot socially. And I think the UK's become a lot less Protestant. But yeah, at least when I was in primary school, it was even if it was non-religious, everyone learned hymns and about like Protestant religion or whatever. Well, the entire world should adapt to you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The entire world should adapt to me. True nuke. True. I agree. That's the most correct thing I've read today. You ever see let's be religious and we have religion as a subject, but it's not connected to Protestantism? No, I reckon they banned it there. I reckon they were like, if they saw you say you're Catholic, they kicked you out. Always went to secular state-sponsored school. Yeah, I'm talking about secular schools here as well. Even if it's secular, it was a thing. I've heard it's still a thing in a lot of schools, but not as common now. In elementary school, I had to do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I don't care, that's weirder than a hymn. Because it's just freaky. Like, I can't imagine every morning being like, I fucking love Britain. I fucking love King Charles. Way! I can't do that. Why am I lying out my arse every morning? I fucking hate King Charles the nonce. Fucking enabler, Jesus. Most religious thing that I encountered was some event venerating the saint attached to the school. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't think your country is that religious in general, though, is it not? I know. The UK was definitely very Protestant when it comes to public services like state schools and stuff. Instead of the Our Father, it's the flag? Yeah, it's like the same thing, it's just stranger to me. We had to sing the anthem early morning in primary school, at least stand for it. It's just dodgy. Like, you can't even make fun of that, because I bet someone's gonna get really pissed off if you make fun of the country. But if I'm in assembly, and I say God has the whole world in his pants, how are they gonna know it's me? Report me. Who are you gonna tell? Jesus? He's not in this assembly, is he? I bet you've got some patriot who's fuming if you say that someone's got the flag in their pants, you know? Reporting you now, enjoy prison. You're gonna tell Jesus? Kill me, what the hell? That's not even a Everyone did this in primary school. It's not a weird thing to do. I remember so many people got in trouble for changing the lyrics in hymns. God will judge you for this blasphemy. For what? When I was like 7? God's gonna hold on to what I did when I was 7 years old. He's gonna be like, no matter when you sin, you're going to fucking hell, mate. I fucking love training, Keisha. 1 hour went fast? Oh Jesus, it's been like half an hour already, huh? Time flies when you're not doing what you said you were gonna do. Also, I can't tell. Can you hear my washing machine? I hope not. Good! I wasn't sure if it was coming through for a second. It's really loud, shut up! Immortal Soul is going to hell and she's laughing. During fire drills, everyone silently hoped the school burns down. I moved half the country and it was the same song. That's a really common thing across like playground stuff, right? I can hear it so well I can tell what's in it. What's in it then? What's in my washing machine? Can you ask your roommate to use the microwave to make sure your mic's working? Shut up! I don't even have noise suppression on, so you can't ask me to turn it off. Noise suppression... I can't get noise suppression working. I don't know if you have to have a deep voice or something, but every time I use noise suppression, it still cuts off my voice, and I can't fix it at all. That roommate me! Hi, Ninja! Quite an unusual time to stream? Is this an unusual time? Do you guys not like it when I gorilla at every single hour of the day? Do you not appreciate it? Honestly, some people, so unappreciative. It's late. It's actually it's actually pretty early, you know. It's pretty early. Successfully recognizes she was white noise. I'm white, but I'm not noise, okay? I'm not noise. Are you gonna work after this? Later today? Yeah, later. But I need to do some stuff. I need to take my... Wait, is my laundry done? I hope so. I love listening to white noise. Remember for Kuro speaking, a lot of people said cheeseless, but I don't remember much else. I'm trying to remember though. It's like... I know God... I can only remember God as the whole world in his pants right now. Kibi, you keeping up with Uma dailies? Yeah, I've been doing my dailies. And I got in Uma Musume. I got Kurin-chan. I didn't know the stories gave you carrots. So I just ran through like 40 stories. And I got a bunch of carrots. And I immediately spent them all for Kurin-chan. But she dropped, so it's fine. She's so cute. I don't regret it at all. She's so cute. And now I'm poor again, but I don't want anything until rice shower. I don't care about anything until the rice shower thing. Because I've given up on my support cards. I realized when they say grind for Kita-san Black, it's fine, at least you'll be able to max out Sweep Tosho. And then I didn't pull a single fucking Sweep Tosho in 260 pulls. I realized maybe give up, okay? Maybe at some point learn to give up. And I decided I can't be bothered to spend anything else on the support card banner because you know what? At least Kito-san's here. How far did you go in the Take-Two Shadowbow event? What's that? What's the Take-Two event? Oh, I think I got something in my mailbox, but I didn't do it. If it's gone, oh well. Was the arena event? Oh, the arena thing. Well, if it's open, I can still do it. But if not, whatever. I was kind of focusing on Umamasumi because I had a bunch of new characters to play. So I wasn't really... I only logged into Shadowverse to get my 5 daily win streak and then log off. That was it. Took on forever, it's a different game mode? Oh. Okay. Is it good to use the free entry to it now then? Kurin kinda looks like Yukio. Do you think so? Do I look like Kurin? I'm like imagining her. Kind of, but I can't rotate the apple in my head. So I don't know. I'm not sure if she looks like me right now or not. I love her little outfit though. Like, I love Kurin and Rice's race outfits. It's really cute. It's what I like about them. Yeah, I can't rotate the horse upside down. I'm trying. We're gonna be getting 540 carats a day soon. Wait, what from? What from? Can you do a co-working stream while you're being Luigi? No, I can't. I can't. Oh, the Gochi event? What's that? I actually haven't really spoiled myself on much other than when the rice banner is. I actually like this time, right? And I love these early morning streams. Is it okay? To be honest, I never know what to do because I know it's like... I can never be a number friend because I don't have a consistent schedule. This is the only benefit. You can never be a number friend if you stream when everyone's sleeping. This is the way forward, okay, guys? This is how you do it. But yeah, I always think I should like keep a consistent time, but I'm so bad at it because I'm like I think about it, and then I'm like, but then sometimes, do you know when you're just like so sleepy? You're just so sleepy, you literally can't bring yourself to do anything, and then you nap. And then it's just, quite frankly, it's just over. At that point, quite frankly, it's just over for you kind of thing. Stream 24 hours to catch everyone? Genius. Genius, genius. Literally, I'll never have a steady sleep schedule, but it's what... I mean, my sleep schedule's steady, guys. My sleep schedule's steady. You see, the schedule is... I stream when I wake up. And when I'm not streaming. Maybe I'm still awake. Maybe I'm asleep. Who knows, you know? That's the real epic mystery part. I'm a free spirit, yeah. Lines. It's like, it's over. Followers forgot you because you sleep like the viewers. No! It's over. Hi, Panda. I'm sorry for sleeping, guys. Next time I'll stream 24/7, and I'll just go into the I'm only sleeping category. But also I'll turn off my mic because I sleep talk, so you won't even get anything out of it. I'll just be sitting there because I don't feel like doxing myself in my sleep. I'm new, so I won't forget you. Who are you? I'm QB. Hello. That's me. I'm QB and honestly, I've always been QB now I think about it. Can't really think of a time I haven't been QB. It's really quite a long-running thing at this point, you know, guys. Why are you at the library, gal? This is my library. Because I work out at the library, bro. While you guys working out at the gym, look at my head, look at my hair, look at my brain. I was working out at the library. Stream reruns of your own vods when you're not streaming. I always see people do this. Like the really big flesh streamers, I always see the rerun like the old streams, and I'm like, is this really a thing we do? It's a little bit strange to me, I won't lie. It's kind of weird. But she gets a massive forehead. No, my forehead isn't long. My forehead isn't massive. My forehead is a normal size, okay? My forehead is so normal. You guys have never seen a forehead more normal than mine. Let's don't get this one wrong, okay? You can't even comprehend a forehead more normal than mine, because frankly, it doesn't really exist in this reality. How can you comprehend something that can't possibly exist? You know what I mean? It's just not possible. Oh, I need to clean up these lines after because it's freaking removed some parts. But there's nothing I can do. Oops. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Permanent hand containment? What kind of crimes you confess to during your sleep talk? Only my full government name, you know, only my full government name, and also my my national insurance number, and also my 5-year I don't know where I'm going with this one. History of my life. You're better looking in your old vods? What do you mean? I always look like this. What do you mean? Take your meds, bro. Take them. I'm sure there's a pharmacy there for you. You can probably do it pretty easily. But like, please. Like, you know, at some point, it's like maybe you need to get on its stat kind of thing, some things. And I think perhaps this is one of them, you know? This is maybe one of those things you need to get on, like pretty stat. Like, taking your meds, very important thing to do. Very important thing to do. Schizophrenia is a serious disease. You know? Wait, Oshi is pasta fry? Hi, Oni! This is my part one of outdoor exercises just in time. Hello. Means I can watch you as part of my morning routine, which is nice. Technically, this is my morning routine now. It's weird. It's weird because, like, I'm sleepy again, but I'm always sleepy. Maybe this is my problem. I'm, like, sleepy the moment I wake up. I think I need to chug an energy drink. I think this is the way forward. Then I'll be fine. Can God comprehend a rock so big he can't think it? Big questions in theology. How does this compare with the fact that God is meant to be omniscient? And see, what are we gonna do there, lads? Omniscient, I mean. Don't be sorry for sleeping, be sorry for waging. I need to wage. I'm really sorry, but I can't pay my rent with 50p and my hopes and dreams. A flash streamer I watched did like reruns, and because I watched it such a low quality, I didn't realize until like 30 minutes later. Was it a good rerun at least? It must have been if you were there for like 30 minutes. It must have been worth it. Panda, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm good, EPS soldier. Can comment together on reruns. I would rerun expensive events like Solo concerts. Yeah, something like solo concert makes sense. But when I saw it, it was literally just like regular streams. And I was like, fair enough, fair enough. Maybe they just... It works for them. And they don't want to stream that much. I don't think I really see it with VTubers though. It's more of a flesh streamer thing. Where I see this happen a lot. I don't think a lot of VTubers do it because a lot of VTubing is, despite it growing a lot and a lot of it being like encompassed by normie streaming culture, it's never really picked up this, right? Like it never really picked up like any of the stuff like Hotster reruns or anything. And everyone has schedules, which I always thought was like so weird. You don't see this outside of VTubing, do you? Like it's literally a purely VTubing thing to have like a real schedule like that. ERV does it? Oh, is it because she does a lot of singing? I've just never seen it personally, honestly. But I also don't watch a lot of huge VTubers anymore. Not really. So maybe that's also like my thing, because it's probably like more likely if you're racking in like 10 million individuals a stream. I think even flesh streamer wise to do that. Schedule thing is probably a trend because of corporates, right? I heard it came from Amelia Hololive. Rather than being formed like by any corpo in particular, I heard she just did it and then everyone followed. Pretty much, I heard. I don't know how true that is. Rather than it being like a thing a corpo mandated, because there's... I mean, behind the scenes, flesh streaming's full of corpos, right? It's just not as much as an outward thing, right? Like they don't really flex it. They try and like hide it, which is also like the opposite of VTubing, right? Because people, which is a weird one, because I think if it's like flesh streamer kind of thing, you kind of get looked down upon if you're overly in a corpo. But in VTubing, it's like kind of the opposite, where people are like, wow, they think more of you if you're in a corpo, I've noticed. Which is weird, right? It's a weird cultural difference. VTuber ADHD Gremlin short stream but rerun right after the late people. Because it's an idol thing, right? True, maybe, yeah. Perhaps it comes from the idol thing. Or perhaps it comes from how, like, early day VTubing was only really achievable with corporate backing, right? It probably follows on from them, because for the most part, indie VTubers came later because it was initially just corporate skits, right? But yeah, I suppose it definitely comes from, like, the beginning it was definitely, like... idly, but even at the beginning it was more of a skit thing. Like, I don't know if I'd consider Kizuna an idol at the very start. She was mostly just skits, right? Like that. Shave you numble snore snore QB and 33 QB stuff. Better pay like 400 bucks a week in rent. Oh, I don't know how much that is in real money, but yeah. Sounds bad. VTubers who stream regularly find having a schedule useful now that you know anything about that. Bro, I have a job, I can't stream regularly. Most people who have really busy, consistent schedules, I've noticed, tend to be in school. So, they don't lose a lot by sleeping in because they streamed when they couldn't really. Become unemployed, get evicted. No, leave me alone. Go away. But even when I had a schedule, I don't know. It stressed me out. I didn't find it helpful. It stressed me out. I hate deciding what I want to stream like before I do it. Like, because sometimes I'll wake up that day and I'll look at it and I'll be like, I don't want to stream that. I don't want to do that actually. Maybe I wanted to do that when I said that, but I don't want to do it now. So it just, honestly, I kind of hate it. Because it throws me off. Like, I feel like I can't enjoy it as much if I'm doing something I planned in advance and then I change my mind on. But then it's like, yeah. So when are you going for your masters? I don't think I have it in me to pay like 50 grand on an arbitrary piece of paper that means nothing anymore. Having a master's degree is a massive waste of time unless you really want to go for a PhD and you really want to go for like academia or you really want to go for tenor. Outside of that, there's not much of a point for it. Like, it won't do anything for you because outside of like wanting to go into academia, you don't really get taught anything in the majority of degrees outside of perhaps like practical work and placements that you couldn't do yourself. The only real thing that you couldn't really do yourself is practical work and placements. Even when you can like theorize and get mentored by perhaps like professors and stuff like that, you could still do this yourself. Like, you could just reach out. Like nothing stops you from doing this without paying like minimum 30 grand to do it, right? I feel. So for the most part, I just think that I don't see the point in a master's. Fieldwork ready access to laboratory equipment? Yeah. That's the only difference is I said like practical and placements and stuff. Even I believe a lot of laboratory equipment, I think you'd even struggle to get to it on a master's. You'd probably have to be at PhD level. Because I don't think the difficulty of most master's degrees is vastly different to what you do in a bachelor's. Even here, I've like looked into a lot and I've gone, it's really not particularly different. It's just compressed. Yeah, the only difference with being in an institute is it's easier to get access to stuff for research purposes. So like I said, if you want to do research, yeah, go put yourself 200 grand in debt. Outside of that, no point. It's basically less. Outside of that, it's useless for most people, and I don't think the majority of people going to university and getting master's degrees with no plans to go fully into academia and aim to be a professor, even care about having access to like specific research facilities or anything like that. That's true, just be rich. Hi, Yusuf. No master's required for good engineering jobs here. I'm talking about in general. And also here. I think here, if you want a really good job, if you want a normal job, bachelor's. If you want a really good job, it's PhD. Essentially, if you want the good one, like if you want them to really like you, you have to go all the way. Like, you can't just stop at the masters because nobody really gives a shit. Unless you're doing something like I'm getting a master's because I studied freaking philosophy and now I want to be a chemical engineer, so I need to do the master's so they'll accept I know how to read books on chem engineering. Yeah, sure, then it's useful. But outside of that, no. No one gets a PhD in engineering though. I mean, a lot of people do research in data and stuff, right? And I imagine a lot of people get PhDs in other, like, tangent to engineering, like, kind of related fields as well. Yeah, that's what I mean for, research like that, like very research heavy degrees, because it's like when you look into like who is like, because data is really popular now, like with AI, a bunch of those people had basically been doing AI research for like the past 15 fucking years. And they were full on researchers in it, yeah. So I'd say yeah, it's not that uncommon. Not even that is true anymore. On the PhD, I feel like it's more likely, but I don't think it's worth it unless you really love research. But yeah, the industry loves PhDs for research. Small price to pay for a dream schedule. Do you think if I was at uni, I would have time? I mean, maybe if I was doing, maybe if I was doing a bachelor's, but I think the master's, because they're more compressed. Everyone I've ever known who did a PhD and a bachelor's, PhD and a master's, basically had, like, no fucking free time. No fucking free time. They were just stuck in, like, doing research, like, 24/7, for, like, their thesis and stuff. When I said people had a good schedule because they were in school, I meant they were doing bachelors, because in most cases, unless you want to do really good in a bachelor's, you can coast, especially in countries like America where your grade doesn't matter as much as it does here on your final degree. Like, objectively, school is a little bit easier there, sorry guys. It is, because it's not as specialized. But I don't think I'd get a master's and pay like, how about, I think it's like 15 grand for the tuition now or something, isn't it? For what, to come out with a fucking 2-2? It's actually just throwing money down the drain. This is why I flame you? It's literally true what I've said. My brain is important, bitch. You guys don't really have the same degree classifications as we do here. And I found your degree classification matters a lot here. Yeah, uni takes lots of time. It takes to work a normal 9 to 5. I think it depends on the degree and also, yeah, which country you're in. And how much you care about doing well. Go to a French engineering school the last 5 years? Jesus, is that including masters or is that just bachelors? Do it backwards S. Backwards S? This is really S, I know. Wait. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! The coast egregious amount, not gonna lie. Yeah. I've heard stories of this, and looking into the system, I believe so, because I've had a look at a couple of American exams and things like that, and I've been like, this is not too hard, especially when you can just fill a lot of your classes with piss easy subjects. French engineering is a master's, you don't have a choice, otherwise it's not an engineering degree. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, here masters is just 4 years. Am I missing the academia discourse? It's not discourse, I'm just saying, masters isn't worth it unless you want to get a PhD, and also American uni is easier. Grow up, please! What have I done? Engineering needs so much knowledge and fieldwork? Yeah. But only if you're there for research. In any academia field, I think here. Outside of that, it's just you just walk out with a piece of paper just to say you know how to learn. I hate academia so much. I do hate the situation academia is in now. Where what about dark academia? Shut up. Where everything's basically degree mills. A lot of places are just degree mills. And they're just being funded for like no good reason. I think you could cut the amount of universities in half easily. I'm not sussing too much of a negative effect recently. Really? Your academia is so cool. Stupid witch, what the hell? Your American CS seems trash. I just mean like university in general. Not just like specific courses. In general, because I read like they don't really advertise the grade they get that much. And you can be studying physics and take a philosophy class, which is really strange. Very common in CS because I've tutored CS students. Okay, fair. Social aspect seemed interesting, but otherwise the moment I could reasonably leave it, I did. I don't understand the point of going to uni for the social aspect, especially here. Because unless you go to a Scottish university, you're paying minimum over 30 grand to fucking get a third and go to the pub. And the interest rate is fucking horrendous, so you'll probably end up paying 60 grand of that 30 grand back. Who am I drawing, by the way? It's just me. I should probably stop now, though. I should probably stop. We've got over an hour. It's my model I'm drawing. My family went to Oxford for a bit. Just what they told me, it really feels like being working class there would either make you really insecure or straight hell. Yeah. Oxford is really bad. Like, it's really classist. Oxford and Oxford in general have a massive classism problem. Because of like how high the population of like elite private school students is there. Public school. Oh my god, you guys are messing with your public school students. Is that I think there's like a lot of elitism there. And I believe there's been like news articles and stuff on it, right? Like people talking about like how they dropped out because they couldn't handle the classism and essentially being bullied for like their accent or the school they came from being like a state school rather than a public school. Like that. You're kicked out. No, I'll leave in a minute, but I feel like I can't leave while the ad is on and I can't stop it because Twitch started it automatically. Like that. You need to stop pushing people who don't belong into uni. I think the only way you can stop that is by stopping industries demanding a degree because it filters out people easily. Right, outside of that, you'll never be able to stop it because people get degrees of like the most random things because they wanna work in I don't know, like a non-profit, whatever, humanitarian. And they look at all the jobs, and all the jobs are like, you need a degree in, I don't know, freaking whatever we do, whatever humanitarian cause we're aiming for. Need a degree in PPE, maybe that sounds like what they'd ask for. And then people are stuck getting a degree because that's what they want to do, even if they don't end up there because of the competitiveness of it. If they don't have that degree, they'll get filtered from the start, so essentially it forces people into university, right? Like that. You really need to refer an honor degree. I don't think this is possible for most people though without nepotism. I think this basically essentially relies on nepotism for that even to be possible. But you can get better with your neck, please? What's wrong with my neck? What's wrong with my neck? But yeah, I think a lot of these things, especially ones which I suppose very roles that would ask for like PP and other like humanities based degrees, less, even with a degree you're relying on a heavy degree of nepotism and relations to getting, like, you'll really struggle to get. For my friend's improving. You can tell me to get better, but I don't think there's much I can do there. Neck too long, good at shoulder, no. She does not have a long neck. My neck now, you can't see it, so you can't judge it, okay? Not so much nepotism, it's just this person exists and I also virtually honest psychopath. No way, if you're not seeing a lot of industries are literally like, you need your parents to work in that industry, otherwise you're not gonna get the connections you need to even get the first step, yeah. I think most industries are based on that. And people were going to university because they don't have those connections and they're praying they can get them there. Even though they probably won't, because even with them they still need the nepotism. Yeah, I don't mean all referrals are nepotism, but I mean a lot of these industries are based on it. And that's why people are forced into university. A mix of that and the fact that they use a lack of it to filter people out. Actually, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna go now. It's been an hour. Bye bye, by H-Trip, by Mufflex, by Alright, by Zora, by Darko, by Bab. I'm not Pirate Cubiware, fuck you! Not by Tarusu. Thank you for the follow, Jojo! By Mappa, by Person, by Alright, by Up, by Ninja. Oh my gosh, I need to actually see who to raid. I didn't check that. Whoopsies. Let's have a look. Not stealing! Bye, bitch! Fuck you. It appears my tracking is broken. Let's not pay attention to that. Okay? Let's pretend it's working. Bye, Joseph, bye, Saint. Do not mind that my VTube studio is frozen, okay? It's been doing that and I don't know why. Something up with the program. She's frozen in bed. It's totally working, right? It totally works. It's fine. It's working, right, guys? Bye bye.